You know those days when you've got some leftover rotisserie chicken sitting in the fridge? They're a bit dry, a bit bland, especially the breast parts. One way to finish them off is by drowning them with a whole lot of tomato sauce just so they don't taste so boring. Well, good news, you don't always have to. You can turn those dry chicken bits into something that's yummy, it's comforting, and it's super easy to make. A good way to use up leftover rotisserie chicken is to make something simple like this, a silky chicken and corn egg drop soup. This soup is hearty, it's comfort, it's a little sweet from the corn, and it only takes about 15 minutes to make. It uses really simple ingredients that you most likely will have already at home.
To begin, first shred rotisserie chicken into small pieces.
Okay, so I don't really want the skin in my soup, so I'm gonna pick the skin out, but leave it in if you want extra flavor. This is about 1 chicken breast worth. So now, finally chop up about 2 spring onions and slice up some ginger. Ginger adds a bit of heat to the soup, which makes it extra warming when it's cold. Before cutting these, let's give these a quick rinse. Nice and clean. I like to lightly tap my vegetables after rinsing them, just to get some excess water out. Not too much. Cut the roots off, because we don't want to eat that. And then a quick way to cut spring onions is halfway, bring it over to the front, halfway again, bring that to the front, and looks like I might have cut up a bit too much for this particular recipe, but any leftovers you can add them into stir fries or maybe more soup. Just keep them in airtight containers in the fridge and it'll last a few days. Now let's cut a couple of thin slices of ginger for the soup. You don't have to, but you can peel the skin off. One way of doing it is using a knife. Another way is you can use a spoon. Whatever you're comfortable with. I was taught using the knife, so I'm just gonna use the knife to do it. If this is your first time, stick with the spoon. But you gotta do it confidently, yeah? So just scrape off the skin. Because we only need a couple of slices, you don't need to peel the entire ginger, just enough for what you're gonna use for the day. There we go. See? A few thin slices, like 2 or 3, that's good enough. For those of you who've never peeled ginger skin before and you want to use the spoon, what I do is one hand ginger, the other hand hold it like this, and with your thumb stabilize the ginger. With your index finger, kind of like use that to guide the spoon. Scrape the skin off with the spoon, like so. For this recipe you need a couple of eggs. Gently tap on a flat surface. So, you see how it's a little cracked? Ta-da! This is the right consistency you're after. And you see how it's all bubbly?
In a large pot, add 1 can of creamed corn. Add sliced ginger and shredded chicken. Then add 3 to 4 cups of chicken stock or vegetable stock. Here I'm using water mixed with stock powder as that's what I have on hand. You can use fresh stock if you want.
So once you've added some water in, use your favorite chicken stock powder.
Check the powder to water ratio as per the instructions so you get the flavor profile right. I was at the end of my tub, so I used up the rest.
Let's put this on the stove.
Bring the pot up to a boil using high heat, then reduce the heat down to low and let it boil gently for about 5 minutes. Now come the fun part. Slowly pour the eggs into the soup whilst continuously stirring using a ladle. This way the eggs will solidify into tiny bits similar to the shredded chicken. See? To thicken the soup, make a quick corn flour, also known as cornstarch, and water mixture. Add about half a tablespoon of corn flour with a small dash of cold water. Mix it well, then pour it into the soup. This will instantly thicken the soup. I like my soup at this consistency. You can add more corn flour and water mixture for an even thicker soup.
Let's taste the soup and see how much salt we need to add.
Finally, season the soup with salt and some white pepper to taste. You can use black pepper if you like. It has a sharper and more intense flavor profile compared to white pepper. That's it. Told you this soup is easy to make. Remember those spring onions we thinly sliced? Don't worry, they have not been forgotten. To serve, sprinkle some spring onions into the soup with a few drops of sesame oil. These two ingredients will uplift the soup as a final touch and create an authentic Asian flavor profile.
This is a really nice bowl of soup to have when it's cold outside. Maybe it's cloudy, it's raining, or perhaps it's snowing depending on what part of the world you're in. You can also find the full recipe of this dish on my website at casuallypeckish.com, link below. Thank you so much for watching my very first in-person cooking video all the way to the end. If you enjoyed watching this, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you'll get notified every time when a new video like this is ready. I hope you have a really good week ahead, and I'll see you next time.